Raymond, my man, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. For a few reasons. One of my best friends is Costa Rican.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you know Daniel Zavado. He's an actor too. We did a show back in the days.
Okay, so you're acquainted with the Pura Vida style and the Maya and everything,
Yes,
right?
absolutely. Yeah.
Have you ever been here?
Not too long ago, actually, and then I got my wish fulfilled to see a sloth. Yeah, I mean, the whole your country is so beautiful. I love it.
Thank you very much. And I
Yeah.
bet you waited patiently until the sloth
Oh my
moved.
God! It was very, and then when it started moving, it was real fast. I'm like, I've never.
Yeah.
Even our tour guide was like, they don't normally move this fast, but that's what was hungry.
He knows you're on the schedule, man. He knows you're on the clock.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, first of all, congratulations on the role. It's a pretty nice show. I just saw the pilot. 80s properties are so hot right now. All over the place, of course, from Top Gun and everything.
Sure.
What is it about that era, would you say, that entices us so much here in 2022?
I think there was an effervescence to that era. I think there was a carefree energy. There wasn't a global pandemic. And I think, when things around the world are in shambles and in chaos, we go back to the things that used to make us feel comfortable.
Quantum Leap follows a centuries-old tradition of the tales of the Knights Errant. The character that goes from adventure to adventure, helping stranger to stranger. As an actor, this also throws you in every possible direction. So can you tell me the pros and cons of that?
The pros far outweigh the cons, I will say, because for my position in particular, I get to be so many different things. I get to check off an item from the actor's bucket list with each episode. Have I wanted to play a boxer? Yes. Have I wanted to do a Western? Yes. So I feel very fortunate personally to be a part of that story. And as far as what you mentioned about the Knights Errant, which is the first time I'm hearing that, and it is absolutely that. I mean, I am playing a person that is much better than myself personally, because he goes out of his way to save lives, and sometimes the reason for it his wanting to do good far outweighs his wanting to get back home.
Totally agree with you. Actually, I was screaming at your character the very first episode when she says, Sika says it's 90% chance that you'll get back home, and he decides to stay. I'm like, what are you doing, man? Come on. You don't know this guy.
Go
You have
home.
amnesia. Come on.
Yeah,
Get your
yeah.
ticket home. But I see your point. Right now, it comes to my mind that audiences are much more knowledgeable in terms that a couple of decades ago were only scientific jargon. People can talk to you about genetics, quantum physics, if only from comics and video games, but they know. Yet this show is very accessible for the everyday Joe or person. But still, can you take us through the rules of your time leaps so that people know, for instance, that you can only travel back within your lifespan and things like that?
Right. It's really interesting because, as you mentioned, in the past 30 years, so much has happened, especially within the realms of science, and especially since the internet came into play. Quantum computing is now something that everybody really knows about, and the idea of quantum entanglement, black hole theory, string theory, there have been Interstellar was a huge movie that explored all of this. There's so much information regarding shows and movies that have been out there, and
we have sitcoms about that. Talk about Big Bang Theory and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. So over the past few years, it's been infused into popular culture.
But the funny thing about the show also is that you don't only travel, you also possess the person's body without all the yucky, sticky stuff of the Exorcist kind of thing. But you inhabit the person, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the most exciting. That's one of the very exciting parts of it is you start figuring out the physiology of this person, and then you go, okay, I have just leapt into the body of a prize fighter, a boxer. So me punching is going to be him punching. Okay, so how do I use this to my advantage to make sure this leap comes through correctly? And yeah, without any of the yucky exorcism. So yeah.
That's where your kinesiology studies come in handy at that.
Oh yeah, you know a little bit about that. Yeah, I was very much into those sciences. I very much wanted to be like a physical therapist, a trainer of some sort, because I'm very intrigued with how the body works, how muscles work, and that episode was really special for me just to know that.
Well, Raymond, thank you very much for your time. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much.
For you.
Thank you. This was a great conversation. I was very happy to speak with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Likewise, man.